Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another nail video. I'm very excited for this one because first of all, let's look at the nails. We have some spring florals, a little bit of ombre on the Frenchie, a little bit of texture, and they just came out really cute. I also will be showing you my full routine. So I'm going to show you how I make the nails, everything that I use to make them, of course, and then also how I prep my natural nails and apply the press-on nails, all in this video. So it might be a long one, so get yourself a little snack or sit down and do your nails with me. Here is another little close-up of the nails. Also, before we get into it, I just want to thank you guys for showing so much love on my nail content recently. I feel like my YouTube content has changed so much over the past years. Like, it started with hair and then I got pregnant and was doing a lot of vlogging and stuff. Now I'm really getting into nails and you guys are loving it and I love that you guys love it. So I just want to say thank you. I really appreciate it. And with that being said, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe. Let's get into it. Okay, so for this set, I will be using these soft gel nail tips from Temu actually, and it does say extra long, but I think they're more like medium. They're definitely not extra long at all, but I'm gonna go ahead and size everything out. Actually, first, I forgot, I'm using a new nail stand, so I need to put on some new nail glue stickers. So I'm gonna prep this really quick. Using these nail glue stickers instead of the putty that usually comes with nail stands will help avoid leaving any residue on the back of your press-on nails and just make the application process a little quicker since you won't have to clean up anything on the back side. But it is super tedious, so patience is very much needed. Okay, now that that's prepped, let's pick out our nail tip sizes. Nail tips are picked out. Now it's time to file and buff. We can get into the fun part of designing these nails. I actually did a nail design off camera because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, and I'd be taking literally hours just trying to figure out a design. So this is what I came up with. Low-key, it's giving Arizona green tea bottle, but that was not my intention. But also, it's still very cute. We have the white Frenchies with a little bit of a pastel green ombre. Then we have this little 3D detail on the Frenchie and the flowers, which I love. They're actually stickers, but I like how they pop out just a little bit. So this is what we're going to do today. These are the three colors that I'm going to be using today. They're all from Beetles. I have my nude color, a pastel green, and then a pure white. First, I'm going to go in with 2 coats of this nude polish. This one's not the same one that I used in my last video. This is more of like a pinkish nude, and I think it goes really nicely with the design that I wanted. Filming this on March 14th, and I believe spring is like 2 or 3 days away if I'm not mistaken, which is crazy and also very exciting. Like, the sun has been setting now around like 7:30, and I just feel great, honestly. Like, I am a spring summer baby. I cannot stand the long cold winter days, and I'm just so happy that the sun is out again. It's getting warmer. It literally just makes you feel so good. If you're a person who prefers the cold winter days, like, we cannot be friends. But I'm gonna go ahead and cure this for 60 seconds. And this is what 2 coats of that nude polish looks like. Super pretty. So now let's get into these Frenchies. I'm gonna be using this white for the base of the Frenchies. I'm just gonna put a little bit of that on my nail plate here. I'm going to be using this 25mm brush to do my French tips, and I just want to mention this because I didn't realize this until recently, but the longer the brush, the easier it's going to be to make Frenchies because it's just going to give you a steady line. I know I did Frenchies in my last video, and I don't like repeating the same design on my channel, back to back at least, because I know you guys just want to see something different, something new, but we'll be doing something new. I've never done like an ombre before, even though it looks so easy. I don't know why I've never tried it, so that's going to be our new thing. Actually, we have two new things to get into with this nail design, a little ombre and also the 3D nail art on the Frenchie. So I'm excited for that, but let me focus on these Frenchies really quick. I also like to use the same brush to fill in the Frenchie because I feel like it looks more opaque like that. I don't know, just like the smaller strokes of polish help really fill in the polish, if that makes sense. It's like whenever I use the brush from the bottle, I feel like I always have to do like a second coat, but also it could just be the polish that I'm using. So keep that in mind. Maybe like a higher quality polish won't do that, but for this one, it definitely is giving I need a second coat, especially with this white color. So I find this to be way better, even though it's a little more time consuming. Okay, here are what my Frenchies look like. Now let's get into this ombre. I'm going to be using this pastel green color from Beetles. This is the color C197. It's such a pretty green, perfect for spring. And to start, I'm just going to be putting a little bit of that polish on the tip of the nail. And I'm kind of just tapping it on like that. And then I'm gonna use one of these brushes. I don't really know what to call this. It's kind of like a fan brush. I don't know, the bristles are a little thinner at the edge. But I'm going to flip the nail upside down and basically drag the polish downward towards the cuticle. And you want to be very light-handed with this because if you put too much pressure, you're just gonna like drag the polish instead of fan it out. So yeah, very, very light pressure and just start dragging that polish down. Bit more because it's a little too light, but I really wanted this to be subtle. Like I wanted a little bit of the green color, but obviously the white is still the main character here, so I'm not going to be doing too much, just enough to give it a little tint of green. And this is like the perfect green to match with the stickers that I got, so that's why I chose it. It was either going to be pink or green. I low-key feel like now that I'm doing it on camera, it's not coming out as good, but we're just gonna roll with it. And I'm gonna be using this little sponge to kind of tap away and also diffuse the end of this a little bit better. But I really want to start challenging myself with some nail art, and I don't know if you guys follow me on my social media, like my Instagram page or even my TikTok, but I would love to have more interaction with you guys on those platforms to get more real-time like feedback. Like if I ask you guys to send me nail inspo, for example, for like the next video or whatever, we can kind of communicate quicker on there versus on YouTube. And plus on YouTube, you can't like put pictures in the comments. Not that I'm aware of. So it'd be hard to kind of like show me what you're trying to show me, you know, if that makes sense. But yeah, if you're not following me on my nail pages on Instagram or TikTok, I'll leave them right here. They're both under the name Galaxy Nails. So go ahead and follow me on there if you want to. And also my personal page if you're not already, which is the same name as my YouTube channel, but perfect. I'm just gonna use this little light I have here to quickly do a flash cure. I feel like I'm really yapping today, y'all. At the same time, I'm like talking about nothing, but actually one of my favorite things to watch right now are ASMR nail videos, and they're honestly so relaxing and they give me inspo for my own nail art. And I was thinking maybe I could do ASMR videos. I think that'd be really cool, but I definitely would want to get like another mic so you can really get into all the sounds and everything. Okay, now that the ombre is done, I'm gonna go ahead and do the stickers first. These are the ones that I'm going to be using. I showed you guys these before in my Temu haul, and I'll try to have everything once again linked on the video, or if not, just like in the description box. These are the ones I'm going to be using here. They're like pink with a little bit of that light green on the edge. I feel like the light green is really hard to show up on camera because it is so light and pastel. Like even on the nails, it's pretty hard to see. But in person, I think it's pretty green. But I'm going to go ahead and take this one off. I'm just going to put one sticker on my ring finger and then one sticker on the pointer. And then for all the other nails, I'm going to be doing this little 3D line work thing. And I'm actually going to be using some rhinestone glue, which is pretty much the same thing as the structure glue. But I figured out the easiest way to do this is actually by doing 2 dots and then dragging the gel. Instead of trying to do the shape with this gel bottle, just do little dots and then drag it with a brush. I'm going to be using like a little nail art brush like this. So basically, I'll show you guys what I mean. I'm gonna do a dot here, and flip it around, do 2 more dots. Dot here. So I just put that gel on the edge and then I'm gonna use the brush to drag it towards the center. And voila. Now I'm gonna go ahead and cure that. And just to add a teeny tiny bit of bling, I'm gonna add 2 little pearls to each of those nails that have the structure gel. Okay, this is what the nails look like now that I did that structure gel and I did those 2 little beads for a little extra detail. Now I'm gonna go ahead and top coat them. I'm gonna be using this top coat from Beetles. want these to be covered nicely, obviously, but you don't want to flood the structured area because then it won't pop out as much. Okay, both sets of nails are now done, and I'm actually going to go ahead and apply them with you guys on camera. I don't normally do this because, to be honest, most of the time I usually use like a peel off base coat, or I'm just using sticky tabs so that I can just like temporarily have them on so I can film more videos. But this set I plan to keep on for a while, so we're going to do the full routine and I'm going to do it with you guys. First off though, I am going to like file the edges of these nails because I feel like they're not as sharp anymore. Like the polish kind of bubbled up a little bit, so I want them to be, I just want the edges to be a little more crispy. Okay, now let's get into these cuticles. I haven't done cuticle care in quite a while, so let's get into it. First up, I'm going to be using my cuticle softener. I'm gonna let that sit just for a few seconds. Now I'm gonna use this cuticle pusher to push back my cuticles. I'm gonna use a little alcohol to clean that up. Now I'm going to use my cuticle nippers to cut away any of that cuticle that's already lifted. Now that I'm done with the cuticles, I'm just going to buff my nails. Okay, cuticles are done on both hands. Next, I'm going to apply my nail dehydrator. I use this one from Ombre. I never skip this step, and I feel like it really helps keep the nails on long. And then to actually apply the nails, I'm using my favorite glue. This one's from Beauty Secrets. Before you start applying the nails, you want to make sure that the back side of them is completely clean. It doesn't have any residue, and then you're ready to go. I like to apply a little bit of glue to my actual nail bed and then also to the back of the press-on nail. Okay, so here what the nails look like on. Unfortunately, I really think both of my ring fingers are crooked, but I'm not about to rip them off or soak off those two nails individually, so it is what it is. I'm about to go ahead and put on some cuticle oil to rehydrate my cuticles and my hands. I know y'all see the ash in between my thumb. I apologize, but my hands have been so dry lately. And this is the final look of them. I think they came out really cute. They're perfect for spring, perfect for March. I hope they stay on long. I'm using new nail tips, so we'll see how durable these are. But so far, so good. Here's a little close-up. We have the little 3D on the Frenchies, the little stickers. Also, I'm going to keep an eye on these stickers. Even though they're top-coated, hopefully they don't start peeling off or anything. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and also subscribe. And while you're at it, why don't you just leave a little comment? Just let me know what your favorite part was, if it was helpful. If you have nothing else to say, leave me a green a little heart down below, I'd really appreciate it. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check out my other social media, my TikTok, my Instagram, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.